Hello everyone, today I am going to implement these blood trails and blood splatters on the ground when I attack these characters. So here is the preview. You can see a blood particle is, you can see the blood trail along the sword path, and also you can see blood is sprout on the cut locations like head and the neck. Right, let's see how to implement this today. And this episode is sponsored by this generous patron. Thank you very much for your support. Right, so this is what we have at the moment. So the character is working pretty well with dismemberments and decapitations. So I'm going to add blood effects today. Okay. Right, actually I have already imported some of the blood particles. This is the one I am planning to use. It's not visible here. Let me set to unlit mode. So this is the blood particle I'm planning to use. Okay, so let's first how do we implement this? Let me open the player character, the character which I implemented decapitation, I think in the third person character. Yeah, so let's first implement decapitated head blood particle. Okay, so first for the head I need right, it's like this. Let me go to the head model and add a socket. I'll call it blood socket. Now where is it? Okay, it's here. Let me move up and place it like this. Right, now let's drag and drop this P blood particle effect under the head, and I'll attach it to blood socket. Right, so by default this should be this shouldn't be activated, so I'll disable auto activate and I'll activate it when it is decapitated. So that means here, no, activate reset. Okay, set it true also. Right, now let's see. Oh, that's not decapitation, but because the dismemberments and decapitations are coming up randomly. Right, now we got the blood effect. Great. Okay, right, for the head it's correct. Now let's add blood for the sword, like a blood trail. So how do we do that? Where should we have the trail? In the katana, let me open the model. I'll add another blood socket here. I'll name that also as blood socket. And I'll move it somewhere like here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Right, and let me, I'll add this same blood particle into the sword as well. This also needs to be deactivated. It shouldn't be active by default. Right, now when should we activate this? We should activate it when there is a cut. When do we have cuts? I think we may have to define that in the attacks. We do have this slash and dismember events. Okay, we can use it. Let me go to the animation blueprints and event. Yeah, now we get the dismember request. Okay, right, so that means when we get the dismember request, we can, I'll name this as blood sword. Activate, and I'll record reset as well. Alright, now let's check. Did we get it? I don't think so. Sorry. Not here. We should use the dismember victim. Yeah, here, because the blood trail should be activated on the sword of the attacker, not the victim's sword. So yeah, here. Let's check. Oh wait. I didn't see the blood. Socket is not set properly. Right, now let's check. Still not good enough. why? Right, there is a location offset. It's not exactly in the sword. Rotation doesn't matter, but anyway I'll set that also as 0 0 0. Right, now that doesn't realistic. That doesn't look realistic at all. Okay, so what can we do? I think we need to have a separate event to activate the blood trail other than the slash and dismember. So yeah, let me create a different event. Activate blood trail. Here I'll do that. So for each attack now I need to add when to activate the blood trail. So what if I activate red blood? Okay, this is the first animation and I have to add this everywhere. I will do that without recording so we can save time. Right, now I added the event for the animations and here let's implement activate blood event and using the try get pawn owner activate blood trail. Right, let's check. Well, the trail is not thick enough. Right, we might need to modify this blood. So let me duplicate this blood trail and I'll use that for the sword blood trail. And here I think we should increase the count and yeah, increase the count basically. Right, so I set the initial size of the particle to 15 and increase the spawn rate to 400 and reduce the lifetime to here, emitter duration to 0.5 seconds. So this is how it looks now. Actually it looks much better, I think. See, right, now we can see a clear blood trail. Right, okay, I think for few attacks we have to have more than one activate blood notifiers, because we have multiple cuts in the same attack. So yeah, where do we have them? Let's move it like this. I'll change the time format to seconds so that we can see this is 0.6, this is 1, right, so that we can see the range that I will get the trail. This is 1. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, I need to get which one have multiple cards. Alright, this one. Here we need .51. This is from 0.7 to 1 point. And after decapitated also, we need to have the blood trail. So I think if we add another notifier here to activate, this should be fine. I'll do them in the off the screen without recording. Right, so I've set the event notifiers accordingly and further reduce the size of the blood particles. So now it looks much better. See, I think I will be clearly able to see the blood if I change the color of the character instead of red to something else. Let's make it yellow. Yeah, better. What else? Okay, now let's add some blood decals on the floor, on the places where the blood is dropped. So for that I have this blood splatter decal material. This is the same blood decal I have used from the open world project. So if I place a decal, this like this, but this scale is too large. This should be much smaller, like 20 by 20 something. Yeah, something like this would be better. Okay, so oh wait, we have to enable it dynamically. Again, in order to do that, select this P blood sword particle, and here on particle collide event. In order to work this, we have to enable actor collisions, otherwise it won't work. So I have already enabled that in my particle. So this is here, we can access the location. So in this location we can spawn decal at location. As the decal material, I'm gonna use blood splatter decal. Oh sorry, location is this, and rotation I'll keep the same. Size let's try 20 by 20 by 20, and let's check how it looks. Yeah, okay, that's too much. See, we can further reduce the size. Yeah, I think that rate is much better. Great. Okay, what's next? Do we need another blood particle when we decapitate from the place where the neck was connected to the body? I think it would be better. Yeah, so let's add another. Let me duplicate the same p blood neck. I'll attach this under the mesh, and as the parent I'll set neck. Like this. And for this I think it would be better if the blood is pumping out. So p blood neck. So this must have an initial velocity. Upward in local space. So upward mean Z. Let me set this to 1 lit so I can clearly see. Max 1000, min 900. Oh, that's too much. Max 100, min 90. Not enough. 400, 450. Maybe this much is enough. Right. Now let's set this p blood neck as the particle for the neck blood splatter. And X is this way. Right. So this should be activated when we decapitate the head. That means here. Yeah, that's cool. But is the direction correct? If I auto activate, no, direction is not correct. Here the blue axis should be pointing upward. Yeah, that's correct. Now let's check. Yeah, that's correct. Kind of too much, but great. Okay, so what about the dismemberment that cut through the body in the middle? So for that let me duplicate this p blood body, and here, so here I added the initial velocity distribution like this. So for this one I'll add maybe minus 300 to plus 300, so it will go everywhere. Oh sorry, this is max. And spawn rate 100 should be enough. Right, now let's add this to the middle of the body. Let's say sorry, we should use p blood body. Right, I'll attach it to the one of the middle bones like spine 2. Is that too much? Yeah, I think it wouldn't look great. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. Anyway, let's enable and see. So this needs to be activated when a decapitation is done. Let's rename this to p blood body and activate. See, that didn't look good. Yeah, maybe if I set the velocity in the world space upward. Sorry, 20, 20, 200, 20 minus 20. 250. Yeah, let's see how does something like this work. Yeah, I think that's better. And let's enable decals for those particles as well. So all we have to do is the same thing basically. Let me promote this to a macro. Spawn blood decal and enable for the head and neck and body. Sorry, not the direction, have to use the location. Right, now let's see. Great. Now we have blood drops everywhere. Okay, so with this I'd like to stop this episode, and thanks for watching. So if you would like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. Link would be in the description below, and if you would like to and the project files will be available for this project, but I will not include the animations of this katana finisher animations because I don't have the rights to share, but you will get all other blueprints that I have implemented. Right, and see you in another episode. Goodbye.